So as we were discussing, the album is in celebration of women. Speaking of women, you got some amazing women on this record.
We do.
Talk to me about this.
We've got our good friend Tara Connolly, who plays in a band called Clay Rendering, who we went on tour with last summer. I can't remember. Last summer. Clay Rendering, great band. They're from Detroit, but they live here now in Los Angeles. So we got Tara. She sings and plays accordion on Queen of New Orleans, which is the last song on the record. Our friend Emma Ruth Rundle, who I'm sure many of your listeners know, she sings on a song called "She Has a Secret." She does backups, so she's just kind of a duet with Sarah. That currently is my favorite song on the record. And then we have our friends Nicole Momini and CJ Leedy doing the backups on a song called Heroine's Descent. All that creepy, they do these kind of backups that sound like The Omen. You know that? All that stuff. Can I do that on the radio, wherever we are? The internet? That song is called Heroine's Descent, which we just shot a video for, and that video is going to come out next week.
Wow.
Yep, Sarah directed it. We had our.
This isn't the first time she's done that. I mean, you and her have collaborated as far as like for promo wise and art wise.
She's the video person. I just do what I'm told when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, she is the video artiste. Yeah.
One of the things that always bothers me about other so-called music journalists is where they try to classify the artist.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen some very interesting tags that they try to classify Ides of Gemini. One of the things that I like is that, to me, as I mentioned prior, is the fact that there's this whole dimension of wherever you want to go, and yet it all gels well with the basic foundation of a really heavy-oriented music, but with a very feminine, very soft touch. So you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
This record, what I really like, is like, again, as I mentioned prior, it's the next evolution. Live, though, is the question, because to me, this record has a live sound to it. What I mean by that is, I've seen you play live many times. This record has that live, raw sound to it. Is that something that you try to incorporate in the recording process?
That's a very astute observation, Jimmy.
I'm not as stupid as I look.
This record was actually, it was tracked. We tracked the drums live. There's no, so we're all playing with Scott. There's no click track.
Nice.
So what you hear is all, it's us playing, and then we overdubbed our instruments and the vocals obviously after the fact. But we all played live in the room. So that the kind of driving force of the drums and everything, that's us on the floor with Scott. All his takes are live. So yeah, that's what you're hearing. Absolutely.
And you know what? That's the best thing in this day and age where everybody's trying to take out the human element. I discuss this a lot. Yeah. Everybody's trying to be fucking perfect. It's great to listen to an album that not only has the live, raw jamming sound to it, but at the same time, it's that whole comfort of you're listening to a record and you are in a live ambience, because that's what's the best representation of the music.
I agree. Perfect is the enemy of good.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And
keep it real.
Some of the records I always liked is when you can kind of hear the room happening, or like for instance on like a record like with finger picking guitar, you can hear the guy's fingers on the strings. It's not a clean. I like that. It shows you that there's a human being there. There's so many records now, especially heavy records.
Right.
A lot of death metal bands are guilty of this. Everything's like triggered and. It's to a click, and it's all it's robotic. No.
Women, this comes out, let me mention this again, April 28th on Rise Above Records. This is interesting. You're going to be playing the record release show May 6th here in Los Angeles at the Complex. Talk to me about that. All the songs will be performed that night?
No, we're playing most of the new record. We're not playing all of it. We're going to leave a couple off. We got to keep some cards to our chest. Yeah. But there'll also be a new song that's not on the new record.
Really?
Yeah. So that'll be a little treat.
Are you enjoying playing these songs? You mentioned that you've had these in the works before, but are you enjoying playing and interpreting these songs to your audience in the live setting?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's where you kind of tell like what's working and what's not. Like we've already been playing some of this stuff, not all these songs. We've been playing like 3 or 4 songs off the new record at different festivals and stuff that we've done before the record's out. And we kind of get a feel for like what works and what doesn't, like what's going to work live on stage, what people are going to like, and you learn a lot that way. So I love that.
What about touring? You going to go on tour with this record?
That's the idea, yeah. We're trying to line that stuff up now, but there's nothing I can talk about yet.
Nothing that you could throw out like a little indication?
No.
But you will be out there.
We will be out there.
May 6th, the Complex. Make sure you check out. That's the record release show for Ides of Gemini Women. Women comes out April 28th, Rise Above Records. One final question.
Yes.
How does it feel to be so tall and dominant and alpha?
I hit my head on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but dude, you know how rat.
You can see the top of my head. There's just dents in it everywhere.
But how does it feel walking into the room and just taking command because you're so alpha and your stature? Do you see the misery I have being a short fat fucker?
I can't relate, Jimmy. I've been this way. I've been this way since I was 17. But yeah, what it really means is I hit my head on a lot of stuff and I can't fit in an airplane seat. That's the reality.
Some guys have all the luck, man. Jay Bennett, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Thanks, man.
And we're out.